So I think that causes a huge problem, and there's nowhere for them to walk. It's right off the turnpike. There's a highway right there, so it's not like these people can walk to the store. It's not convenient, but I understand. Look, if it's a great deal and they can keep their costs down, but if you're going to keep your costs down, then extend that savings towards talent. Bring in better talent if you're saving this money.
I agree.
So, we all do that. We all sacrifice some spots to spend money elsewhere. We all do it, whether it's bringing in talent or with our own families. So,
Kev, look.
Yeah.
To defend them a little, who would you bring in that you could say that hasn't been around that's going to be like, oh, okay, let me go to that show just because X, Y, Z's there?
I have no problem bringing in like older guys, but I know Don Morocco hasn't been around in a while. I think he hasn't been there since 2013 or 14. That was when I brought in Bob Orton, so that was 2013. He'd
That's
be
the first time I was there, so whenever that was.
Yeah, so that would be somebody I say you put on a super ticket because he's not every 5 years the guy shows up. That makes sense. Maybe extend. I know Hogan is a shitload of money, and I know they tried to get him, and he upped his price. He's ridiculous. So if you're gonna bring in Hogan, that's probably the only guy you're bringing in, which I don't mind if you bring in one huge name. Okay, there's Jesse the Body Ventura. Here's a guy that's never done any signings, whether there's a reason for it or not. He's a guy that you can reach out to. There's a lot of guys who just Rick Martel. There's a guy who doesn't do a lot of anything.
What about Gabby? What about Gabby?
Yeah, Gabby. Yeah, this is a moneymaker.
What up, bro? It's too young for you, bro.
I can't believe Sorrentino put that up. He was involved in that down in Orlando. Why would you want to lose money? That girl was useless.
Yeah, well, that's a different topic we're gonna hit after this one.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because him and I had a little him and I had a little conversation, on Facebook. I don't know if anybody got to see that and enjoy that. And then I got a voicemail later on, crying on why I'm calling him out. So whatever, we'll talk about that later. But I mean, I'm sure if we all sat here for 10 minutes, we could think of one guy that hasn't been around, or one girl that Bull Nakano. There's a perfect girl to bring in that hasn't done shit in a while. Yeah, she's pricey. What happened?
Where does she live? Where does she live?
She lives in Japan. She's going to be a little bit of an investment, but she's never around. She doesn't do anything.
I wouldn't bring her to Legend.
Well, we're just using this as an example of
problem.
Yeah.
The main problem, I think, with their venue and all that is, yes, it's in the middle of nowhere.
Yes.
B, they don't promote like you're saying. Like, you never see flyers up in that hotel.
Nope.
Like, if that was me or you or Joe, you would have a flyer in that hotel lobby 6 months in advance saying that we're going to have this event here, blah, 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 If you're working with these companies at this hotel for twice a year, I'm sure that they'll be able to do something. Put an ad in the hotel rooms itself, even if I don't know if they sell out or anything, but that's number one problem.
Wait, before you go to number two, here's a simple, cheap solution. You reach out to the local pizzeria and Chinese restaurant who deliver to that hotel for customers. You hand them a whole shitload of flyers, and you ask them to tape it to the top of their pizza box or staple it to their bag for delivery. Boom, there you go.
Right. Okay. But all right. So that's taken care of. Number two is I don't know if anybody has seen posts that whoever Legends of the Ring is, and now I'm not one to bash on James because James is a good guy. I think I never had a problem with him, and whenever I had an issue, I just went straight to him. He was a man about everything. But it seems like their attitude towards fans and customers and vendors, they just don't give a shit. You know, and it's sad to say, I just think it's Terrence. I'm just going to be blunt. I think it's Terrence. You know, I don't know if you guys saw the other day. There was a post. Some guy was asking about some Ring of Honor girl, and you guys know I don't know shit about. I don't know who the fuck that is.
She's
you know,
she's
guys,
she's indie, but she's a name.
Right. Supposedly she's in Ring of Honor or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, listen, they may have the same knowledge as me. Like, you know, listen, if you're not WWE or TNA, I don't give a shit, you know? Because I don't know who that person is. But the way that they talk to these people, it's like, the guy was like, why don't you bring in blah, blah, blah? And their response was, get a vendor table and you bring her in. You're not going to make money with her. Like, how the fuck do you say that? First of all, if that's a potential customer, a potential vendor to come to your show and to bring in talent, and you're going to tell them that you're not going to make no money with them. So I had to chime in the other day, and I just said, you know what? This is fucking ridiculous. This is why I don't do that show. I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of being lied to. I'm tired of just the comments that I see. It makes me look bad because if I'm doing that show, I'm kind of under their wing, you know. If they're sitting there bad-mouthing all these customers and talent and all this, and my name has something to do with it, that's bullshit. You know, it's not right to do. I mean, yeah, you're running for 20 years or whatever. You have to be doing something right. They must be making money. Good for them. I'm happy for them. But don't fuck over the vendors and talk customers like shit. I mean, it's
well, you don't talk to customers like shit. You sure as hell don't talk to vendors like shit either. And one of my other issues that I had, which really pissed me off, was advertising for the October show and offering discounts before the June show even happened.
Right.
You're just telling the fans,
exactly.
We know this show is subpar and our talents that we're bringing in might not be up to par, but don't worry about it. Here's a discount for a better show in October. Fuck all the vendors in June.
Who's on that super ticket in June?
Right now it's Ted DiBiase, Virgil, NWO guys.
Yeah, Hall and Nash. Which have been around.
And
yes, they bring in
them.
money. I won't lie, they bring in money, but they've been everywhere forever.
But yet they still draw.
Yeah, they do draw. That's the first thing I said. They absolutely do draw.
He's on?
Here we go. We got Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Ted DiBiase, Virgil, Jacques, and Raymond Rougeau. That's what they got so far on the super ticket.
I'll tell you, who's on the super ticket that just passed?
Oh, Christ. Emma, Summer Rae, James Ellsworth, the Rock and Roll Express, Tracy Smothers, Little Guido,
Tommy Rich,
shit, who else?
D'Lo Brown.
Mick Foley, D'Lo Brown. D'Lo Brown, who made it out of the cardboard box they shipped him down to New Orleans in. Mick Foley, RVD, and his girlfriend was in the super ticket room as well.
Names. RVD and Mick Foley are big names.
They're decent names, but again, they've been there. RVD's been there like 6 times.
Well, that's the problem.
Yeah.
It's like we go back to it. It's like you're going to recycle all these names every single time. So, to be honest with you, the next show, it's pretty cool because you got, first of all, Virgil and Ted DiBiase don't do shit together at all.
Yeah, they haven't done anything together in, I think, 8 years.
For that photo op, that's pretty cool. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, so you made for fans just for that.
I'll tell you what, the Rougeau brothers are a pretty cool combo.
Yeah,
For the old school people. As an old wrestling fan, me, that's...
Yeah, well,
Wow, it's fucking pouring out here, man. Holy fuck.
yeah, today it's literally like 10 minutes of fucking torrential rainforest rain, and then it gets like 90 degrees for fucking 4 hours. It's fucking retarded.
I'm just getting off the train. I'm just hoping it holds off for another 10, 15 minutes.
Oh well, so you don't have to go home and take a shower.
Yeah, okay.
So I mean, look. The conversation went well. I think with him, like he told me if I had any suggestions or ideas to call him, and and I told him about Terrence, with how Terrence is a little socially inept with fans, and he talks to them like they're stupid and treats them retarded, and he shouldn't do that, and also he shouldn't be airing out his personal life dirty laundry too. That also affects his business.
Well, you know what? I mean, yes and no, but that's on his personal page. It's not on Legends.
Yeah, but you know what? A lot of fans are friends with him on his personal page as well. Because if you ever go, you're part of those autograph cards and photos and memorabilia pages. He comments on everything. So if there's an autograph, he's usually the one that chimes in and tells you if it's real or not. Or he posts stuff that are for sale. So these people friend request him because they know he's got stuff. So these are fans that see this, and which I don't wish drama and family shit on anybody. But there's only, if you don't want people knowing your business, you can't put it on Facebook. That's just that's my opinion.
Yeah, but that goes to saying about for all of us.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't post family drama on my page. I'll post like, this one's an asshole, or Richie DeGreg is a fucking buffoon. I have no problem doing that. But, I don't. I'm not going to put anything on Facebook that I don't want people I don't know personally knowing. That's just me. But again, that's just me. That doesn't mean it has to be him. Doesn't mean it has to be anybody. Each his own. It's your Facebook page. You can put whatever you want. People like to post about religion, politics, and everything else. Whatever. That's their prerogative. So getting back again to the conversation. So I went over everything. I felt like this. That it went well. I don't know where it's going to go from there. If it's actually going to get, relayed to Terrence and, to be spoke about. I know James is very much aware of the posts that Terrence puts up, which a lot of the shit's bullcrap. Selling out. Oh, guys, hurry up. Super tickets are selling out. If you want tickets or general admission tickets, they're selling out. You better hurry up and get yours. You're not getting in. And then you show up to the show and 300 people are there. So he knows about that. The lying, the follow-up after the show. Oh, another successful show. We capped fans off at 500. There wasn't 500 fans there. And the freaking owner of the convention even said there wasn't 500 fans there. He said there was between 325 and 350 people. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say, okay, that sounds accurate. 500? No freaking way possible. Why would you even put that on the page? You don't need a pat on the back. So, that, you were all there.
Yeah.
So there's no freaking way.
No, Joe wasn't.
Joe's seen pictures of a lot of empty tables and people standing around. So that's and then it wasn't like there was, but there wasn't like there was not names there. There was some names there that really haven't been there in a while. There's a lot of obscure talent there, and you can't.
I just don't know. You know what it is? It's the names that you guys bring. Nobody knows them.
Yeah, okay. Nobody knows Raven.
Yes, look at the names I named earlier. Yeah, nobody knows Brandy Rhodes.
Who?
I mean, look at the Greg. You brought a fucking bear.
I brought a bear, but the bear fucking made money.
Fucking guy brings a fucking bear.
Yeah, Moose, that bear's over in Ring of Honor, man, I'll tell you. That bear is over. That was actually a smart move.
That's a bear of honor.
Yeah, it was a smart move on my part. It didn't cost him anything.
No,
it cost me nothing. I just needed Cody's blessing. That was it.
Well, that was one thing that made money. Listen, everyone's going to say if we bring in bigger names, then the people are going to bitch. If we bring in smaller names, people are going to bitch. So regardless, this is going to happen and I guarantee you in a couple of years, we're going to be having the same conversation about big events. Just because.
But here's the thing. Here's the difference. Here's the difference. Legends of the